All right, experimenting with a 10 millimeter Glock 20 today. So I was kind of curious to see if 40 cal will work in this. I've heard people say no, and I heard people say yes. So let's see if the 10 millimeter will cycle with just target 40 cal ammunition. It works. So yeah, I mean, at first I was like, nah, it won't work. The feeding ramp, the spacing between, you know what? I gotta shoot that again. I gotta load this mag up again. I'll be right back. Yep. All right, well, so we're shooting 40 cal in a G20. Okay, so this ammunition is, it says spear, but I don't think it's actually, it says spear.
It doesn't look like gold dots.
Yeah, it's not gold dots. This is like cheap Target. This is like cheap Target. There's no way I paid. There's no way I paid like premium for this. So this is like something else that's called spear, or they might have like a really cheap Target version.
Yeah.
This is like the cheapest.
Spear lawman.
What's that?
Spear lawman.
Okay. What's that?
Spear lawman. That's what I think.
Say again?
One of the cheaper ones would be spear lawman.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So yeah, so this is cheap Target ammo. I don't want you guys to think that this is like expensive gold dot or anything. So we're shooting this 40 cal in the G20 in a 10 millimeter. And the interesting thing is, like, I didn't expect that this would work, but it works. Okay. So this is cool because now it's like I actually don't have any 10 millimeters. So now I have an incentive to build the 10 millimeter because I know I could just shoot it with 40 cal ammo. That's cool. I mean, that stuff works reliably. Now we know that when we were shooting this with the 10 millimeter, we know that was recoiling like a baby. So it seems like this G20 is tuned to work with like really low power 10 millimeter. So that kind of explains why it's working with the 40 cals. The energy difference between the two, it probably isn't that much different. We're gonna try it out. We're gonna see if we can get this chronograph to give us a reading on that 10 millimeter. I got some, I had to stop and sit down and calculate these numbers properly because I was trying to do everything on the fly. Was getting things a little bit confused. So the ammunition that we tested ended up being this 180 grain 40 cal. Okay, so the 180 grain 40 cal, this from Lax, that had an average velocity of 871 feet per second in the 40 cal and an energy of 303. Okay, so the 40 cal gave us an energy of 303. 209 millimeter comes in at about 350. Okay, so the 40 cal in this case is hitting way less than what I normally get out of 9 millimeter. So just because the box says 40 cal doesn't mean that you're going to get more energy out of that compared to the 10 millimeter, which with the 1171 velocity is coming in with an energy of 548. Okay, so 10 millimeter was hitting a little bit harder. Interesting that because I would have expected that the 40 cal might not cycle in the gun just because the energy level is so much lower, but it was working fine when we shot it. The 40 cal was working the 10 millimeter. Yeah, you know, when I was shooting the 10 millimeter versus the 40, I couldn't really tell that much of a difference in the recoil, but the numbers don't lie. This 10 millimeters coming in at 548 energy versus 303 on the 40 cal. So that's what the numbers are. Talk to you all soon.